So in this video we're going to talk about who I am and where did I come from. My name is Zunnurain Ul Azeem, and it's a very Arabic name because it is an Arabic name. I am from India, a city called Lucknow, which is I would say the best city in all of India. And I have lived in India for a very short period of time. I have lived most of my childhood in Saudi Arabia and in Riyadh, because my father and my mother used to work there. And for about 10 years I was in Saudi Arabia, and for the previous 6 or 7 years I was in India, and now I'm in Kazakhstan, Almaty, studying medicine. So now let's talk about why Kazakhstan, why Almaty, why KRMU. So I wanted to become a doctor, but not since I was a child. I actually wanted to become a pilot since I was a very small child, because I used to travel a lot between India and Saudi Arabia. But so the cockpits actually piqued my curiosity and everything. So I wanted to become a pilot up until grade 10th. And after that, my father actually gave me this idea that you should become a doctor. So initially I was hesitant about it, that I did not want to become a doctor. I didn't want to study so much and just become a doctor. But then later on I thought about it, and I concluded that I would become a doctor because it's good for me, and also because I was very bad at maths. I hate maths, as every other medical student does, because it's very hard, and everybody would agree on that. After that, in 11th grade I had to choose biology because I couldn't study maths, because obviously it was a very hard subject. And after studying biology, initially I thought it was very interesting with it, the human physiology, the digestive system, the cardiac system, the renal system, and all these systems actually piqued my curiosity, and so I thought I'd become a doctor as well. And after that I then started looking for a university to study in. So I got to know that I have to give an entrance examination in my country, for which I did also prepare, but due to some family matters I couldn't get in. And then I chose that I can go outside to study medicine, and that's where my dad actually told me about Kazakhstan, and he told me about Almaty. And I researched about the country, and I like the country. I like the country and everything. So I then settled on KRMU. There were other universities as well, but I thought that for myself KRMU would be the best university, and thankfully that's one of the good decisions I've made in my life, that I came to KRMU. And by the way, KRMU stands for Kazakh Russian Medical University, for those who don't know. So why KRMU and why Almaty, why Kazakhstan? Well, there are lots of reasons to this, why Kazakhstan and why Almaty. First and foremost, it's a cold country and I love cold weather. You can dress good when you're in a cold country, you can dress well. And also the calm and the peace in a country like Kazakhstan, it's also very nice. The cleanliness around the cities and the standard of living in Kazakhstan and overall vibe of the city, I would say, is very in line to my ideologies, because I prefer a city, a bustling city, a busy city, over a rural area or a village or a small town, because I just prefer long high-rise buildings and like a city vibe, if you know what I'm saying. And Kazakhstan has it all to offer. Then there are lots of places you can also visit in Kazakhstan, like lots of tourist attractions actually, and you get to learn about new cultures. You get to learn new experiences. You get to meet new people, and I would say that some of good friends that I've made are here in Kazakhstan, Almaty, after home, because yeah, you just expand your horizon. You get to know people and you get to meet them. You get to learn new things as well. And in this university, everybody's so helpful, whether it be Yuna ma'am, whether it be Shainar ma'am. Yuna ma'am is our student council representative. She's one from the administrative staff, and the Khana ma'am is our visa specialist. So she helps out in our visas and our places of stay. So whatever problem we have regarding the place of stay or visa or passport, the Khana ma'am is there to help you. Yuna ma'am is there to help you all year round because she manages all the students, whether it be their homely problems according to their honors or anything, or their bus problems or whatever problems one might face while coming to Kazakhstan as a foreign student. She's there to handle it all. And Jainar ma'am actually manages the students itself, the administrative department itself. And then we have George, who is actually recording this and is also in charge of the marketing of the university, so a big thumbs up to him as well. And we're recording this in a park, and we have a university right there. And so the campus is also good. We have actually 3 campuses, one at Ablai Khan, one at Turkalov, and one here at Karasai Batair. And I would say that all the campuses are equally beautiful, they're equally pretty, and they're good to go. You can go anywhere as well. As of this moment, as of the recording of this video, we have no, we've not closed down. The Turkalov building is actually under construction, so that's an unfortunate incident, but we will soon open up again. 5589 5589. So this is about the university, the crux of it. Now we talk about how I wake up in the morning and how I basically my morning routine, my study routine, and my nightly routine, or whatever you want to call it. Because honestly, as medical students, we really don't have no routine. We just go with the flow. In the morning, what usually happens, I'll just give you a very short, very concise, very coherent idea. So in the morning, we wake up usually around 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock, or it depends when you want to wake up, or don't sleep at all. And then we make breakfast. Breakfast usually includes a glass of water most of the times, and then we head off. Or at good days when we have time, it includes a cup of tea and some eggs and some chicken if there is any, and after that we usually leave for the bus. And now the bus actually comes in through an app called Tujis and Onai, where you can actually track your bus number and your bus as well. So you don't have to get late. You can just see when the bus is coming, and then you can go to the bus station instead of waiting for the bus for about an hour or like half an hour or 15 minutes. Although all the buses do come again and again in about a brief interval of around 10 minutes or 15 minutes, so you wouldn't have to wait for very long. But in minus 20 degrees winter, it's just a better idea if you just check your bus app, which is Onai and 2Js. It'll be easy for you to get your bus. Then you take the bus, which is usually very crowded in the morning, from around 7 a.m. to 8:30, 9 a.m. and also in evening from around 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. It's very crowded because it's the office hours, so people leave for office and then they come back from office. So just keep that in mind if you're visiting Almaty anytime soon. And then we reach the university. After reaching the university, we actually begin with our classes with our teachers, which is usually for about 3 hours or 4 hours. And there are breaks in between for 10 minutes. Like every class has, for example, it's 8 till 9, so we will study from 8 till 8:50, and from 8:50 till 9 o'clock we have our break, and then again we start from 9 till 9:50, and then from 9:50 till 10 we have our break. So 10 minutes break in between, also called as a Pomodoro technique, if you guys know about that. And then we attend our classes, whatever classes we have throughout the day. And usually there is a break between two classes, a longer break which is around 2-3 hours. It could be 4 hours as well. And then we attend the next class. Then after we are tired and battered and beaten down by our teachers, academically, not physically by the way, so we head back home in the bus again, in which we do get physically pushed around quite a lot if it's that time, the rush hour. And after going back home, we usually unwind. We don't want to study, we don't want to do anything academic, so we usually just lie down, scroll some reels, play some games, talk to our family members, talk to people we know. We just hang out with our friends, with our roommates, etc., 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 or with your girlfriends or boyfriends or whatever. And we eat something. Then we have to make something to eat, which usually takes around 15-20 minutes or 1 hour, depends on what you're cooking. And what else? Okay, and then after we have absolutely wasted our time doing all this stuff, we get back to studying for the next day. We study anatomy, we study physiology, we study biochemistry, we study different subjects for different years, obviously. So depends on what year you're in, you'll have to study different subjects according to that. And then we study for about an hour or two, maybe 3 hours if someone's too studious. And then we wash our face, we freshen up again, take a bath if one wants to, and basically iron your clothes for the next day, whatever you want to do. And then you have your time all to yourself, whatever you want to do, basically. And then we usually sleep around 12, 1, 2, 3, or not sleep at all. Depends on what time you have classes in the morning. And that's about a day in my life. That's it. That's about a day in all our lives, honestly. We wake up, we work, we eat, we come back home, we sleep. That's it. And now I'm going to list or talk about a few challenges that a foreign student might face when coming to Almaty, Kazakhstan, or going to any other country, honestly, which doesn't usually normally has English speaking population. So the first and the foremost being the language barrier, because people here usually speak Kazakh or Russian, and although the younger generation do speak English as well, but it's a very small percentage of the people in the country. And main language barrier, that's the main problem coming to Almaty. And then the cold for some people. So it's a cold country, so it gets very cold, obviously. So, but not cold to the point where you will freeze to death if you stay outside for more than 15 minutes. It's cold, yes, you'll get sick, you might have a frostbite, and it's a cold country in general. And the third one being the traditions and customs, because Kazakh and Russian people are different people, so they have different customs, they have different traditions, which as a foreign student you don't know. So there might be times and situations where you might offend them and you might not know as well. So that's something to also look into before coming into a new country. And then the food for some students, especially for Indian students, the food is a very big problem, because they can't find veg food so easily, because that's a few problems that a foreign student might face here. But if you do eat meat, you are absolutely set for the next 5 years, 6 years, or 10 years, or however long you want to live here, because there is lots of meat here. There's a bazaar called Green Bazaar, or the Jouney market, where you can get anything, from shoes, from your clothes, from your food, from your jewelry, everything you can find there. And then we have malls as well. We have different malls, we have big malls. And okay, thank you for listening to me. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and okay, the first comment to comment the number below gets a free coffee. That's it. Yeah.